What up, fellas? The Iron Jesse here. I'm back for another LEGO Avengers Infinity War 2018 set review for you guys. And this time, I'm reviewing the other smallest set for the lineup, and that is Thor's Weapon Quest. It's at 76102, it ages 6 to 12, it has 223 pieces and 3 minifigures. Now, my grandmother got this set and the Thanos set for me last time as well. So she gave me both of those sets for me last time as well. Of course, this set is gonna be very great and super cool as well. Of course, this is the only set that you can get Team Groot in it. Of course, I am gonna review the Thanos set soon. Of course, Thor is new in the set. Rocket, he is not new as well. Of course, this set is gonna be very great with 3 minifigs and 2 builds as well. So without further ado, let's take a look at the minifigs first. So the first minifigure included in the set is Teen Groot. Now, he is exclusive to the set. This is the minifigure form of Groot, and the headpiece is new. Of course, that is a new piece. Of course, I really like that printed face there and his printed torso, looking very nice. I wish they gave him some leg printing, and he has that brown vine looking very nice. Now let's take that off of his hand so I can show you the minifigure without the accessory as well. So here he is without it, looking very nice. I wish they gave him a blaster and a game console as well. And take a look at the back of him, and he has some wonderful back torso printing for him as well. Of course, we finally get our bare hands for this minifigure form of Groot as well. So that is it for Teen Groot. Next up is Thor. Now, this is the new version of him. Now, this is the suit that we saw in the ending of Thor Ragnarok as well. And the headpiece is the same one from the Thor Ragnarok sets from last year. And he doesn't have the eye patch. I wish they give him the eye patch. And of course, I really like that hairpiece and his torso pretty, looking very nice. And he has those new Power Burst pieces as well. And yes, he has those new Power Burst pieces that we saw in the DC Comics sets, and I'm glad LEGO added them in the Marvel sets as well. Of course, if you guys don't want those, you can take them off. Of course, there are different ones, like these small pieces that you can plug in, just like that. Of course, same thing for Iron Man, looking very nice. Of course, they are small. Of course, if you don't want that, there is another piece for it as well. Of course, that piece. Of course, let's take it off. Of course, this is what he looks like without the Power Burst pieces as well. Of course, you can get these pieces, the same ones in this set as well as the other ones. Of course, here's his back torso printing, looking very nice. Of course, the second face is the same one from last year as well. I wish LEGO gave Thor that eye patch as well. And there is other Power Burst pieces from the Thunder Machine as well. So that's it for Thor. Last minifigure is Rocket. Now, this version of him is the same one from the Volume 2 sets, from the Avengers set. Of course, this is the same Rocket, same jaw. Of course, they gave him a different blaster. Now, that is an Alien Conquest gun with that orange cylinder attached as well. Now, let's take that off so I can show you that same torso printing. So here's the same print, and here's the back of him, which is the same one with the same tail. Now, let's take that off so I can show you his back torso printing. Now, if I could get it, there we go. Alright, so here's Rocket without the tail, and here he is with his back torso printing as well. Now, that is the same back torso printing as well. And you take off his head, here's the rest of it on top as well. So that is it for the minifigures. Of course, let's get on to the set itself. So we have 2 builds. We have the Escape Pod and the Thunder Machine as well. And of course, we are going to take a look at the Thunder Machine last, so I'm going to set that aside and take a focused look at the Escape Pod. So here it is, and of course, we saw this thing in the Super Bowl teaser trailer and the TV commercials in it as well. So here's the front of it. We have some stud shooters right there, looking very nice. Of course, we have these pieces that can move up and down. Of course, they're in this grayish color. Here's the other side. We have some stickers here, like that one and that one. Of course, this piece can move up and down just like that. Looking very nice. And here's the top of the Escape Pod. Of course, we have a sticker on top as well. Looking very nice. Of course, we have this fan in the back there as well. And here we have the other side. Looking very nice. We have the other stickers right there. Looking very cool. And here's the back of the escape pod. And of course, these pieces, now you can use them to attach the Milano from the Thanos set as well. Of course, you can make these pieces move up and down. And same thing for the other ones as well. And here's the bottom of the escape pod as well. And of course, I really like this build. It looks very nice. Of course, you can put some minifigures in there. Of course, Rocket is piling it. So let's sit him down. And yes, let's take that off and get him out there. So let's try this again. Let's sit Rocket down just like that. Of course, let's put that down so we can fit Groot in there. And of course, easy peasy. And yes, Groot is in there nice and snug and acting disrespectful. And of course, let's put Thor in there as well. So let's sit his legs down. And of course, easy to fit him in as well. Just like that. Well, not in the correct way, but still as well. And of course, you can close that back up. And of course, let's put that piece back on as well. And there you go. Now you can fit all 3 minifigures in the escape pod as well. Of course, looking very nice. Of course, you can see all the minifigures in there. Now let's take off the top part so I can show you Groot and Thor in there as well. And of course, looking very nice. And of course, easy to fire the stud shooters for the pod as well. Of course, looking very nice. Of course, I really like this thing. Of course, like I said, we saw this in the Super Bowl teaser trailer and the TV commercials as well. Of course, this is a small build for this thing as well. So of course, nothing else, no play features. Well, there is some, I was about to say there is, but yeah, there is some other play features like the stud shooters and those pieces as well. So not much play features for this thing, but still as well. So that is it for the escape pod. And here we have the Thunder Machine. So I really like this build. Of course, there is some power burst pieces like those pieces, that piece, and that piece as well. Looking very nice. So here's the front of it. Here's the side of it. And yes, it has some stickers on it as well. And of course, here's the other side with that sticker. Looking very nice. And here's the back of the machine itself. So on the back there, we have another Infinity Stone. Yes, I was about to say another, but we do have another Infinity Stone, and that is the Power Stone. Of course, that is a cool looking Infinity Stone. You can get all 6 of them in each set as well. And here we have the bottom of the machine as well. Of course, looking very nice. Of course, we have some play features. Yes, it can move in and out just like that. And what's inside of it? We have Thor's new weapon, and that is his new hammer. Now, it's not the name Mjolnir anymore, but this time it's called Stormbreaker as well. So I really like that name. Now, this is Thor's other accessory as well. Of course, let's set that back. Of course, there is a piece there that you can twist the machine itself. So just like that. Of course, this is how it looks like with that power burst piece as well. If you guys don't want that, you can take it off and put it on Thor as well. So that is it. So nothing much for this set. Well, I still like it. Of course, this set is not that bad. Of course, you do get the new Groot and of course the new Thor, but not Rocket. He is the same one. Of course, I really like that Thunder Machine with that Stormbreaker hammer and the Power Stone and Thor's new Power Burst pieces that I show you. We have these pieces, and of course, they are different for the accessories as well. And of course, we have the smallest ones. Of course, same thing for the Mark 40A from the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Thanos set as well. Of course, this is my 4th Infinity War set that I'm reviewing. Of course, like I said, I have the Thanos set. I will review that soon. Of course, this set is pretty good. I really like it. Of course, I like the escape pod. Of course, I like it, the back with those pieces that you can attach with the Milano. And of course, that thing is the part of the Milano as well. Of course, I really like the stickers, and I like how you can fit all 3 minifigures in it as well. Of course, I like the Thunder Machine. I like how it does this as well. Of course, it has the Power Stone and Stormbreaker inside as well. I really like how you can push that in and out as well. So this is the only thing that activates Stormbreaker as well. So I really like that Stormbreaker hammer. It looks very cool. And of course, I still like Thor's old hammer, but it was destroyed by Hela and Thor Ragnarok, but Stormbreaker is okay to me. Of course, I can't wait to see how Stormbreaker shows up in the film as well. Of course, I'm still excited for it. Infinity War is gonna be a big film for it as well. Of course, this set is gonna be very great, so I'm giving it a big thumbs up for it as well. And yes, that's why I have my big hand for it as well. Of course, I still like the escape pod and the thunder machine and the minifix as well. And no villains in this set as well. Of course, I'm surprised about this set because of the Groot minifigure. I really like that new headpiece. And of course, all that just wow. And of course, I really like this set. Of course, I like Groot. And of course, I like Teenage Groot. And of course, he is acting disrespectful as well. Of course, Rocket is still the same. And of course, I will put his tail back on after the review. Thor looks very nice. I really like that suit that we saw in the end of Thor Ragnarok. And of course, I wish they give him a cape since we saw him having a cape in the film from the trailers. And of course, I wish they gave him an eye patch for him as well. Of course, the headpiece is, I was about to say is the same thing, but it is the same one from the Thor Ragnarok sets from last year as well. Of course, I still like this set, but it's very cool as well. Of course, nothing else to say but just that. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new. Hit that notification bell, the save button, link in the description, and Hulk smash that comment section down below. And tomorrow I am gonna post another Infinity War TV commercial video as well. And tell me in the comments what you guys think about this review as well. I'll see you later, alligators.